What's up, family? Welcome to the Final Quarter Push webinar. I am so excited to have you guys here because that means we have completed the 5-day challenge. That means we have completed 5 days of getting our goals done, finding accountability partners, and looking forward so that we can finish 2018 strong and start 2019 strong, powerful, in full effect, and ready to go. So I am super excited to have you here. Like I said, I am Brandy S. Turpin, aka Coach B, and I am a life coach and motivational speaker specializing in healing and purpose. It is my passion to help individuals heal from their past, their trauma, the things that have impacted their lives, and to help them identify, live, and prioritize their purpose. I truly believe that we all have a divine and unique purpose that we are supposed to fulfill while we are here on earth. I also believe that we can have many purposes and that, like us, our purpose and purposes may be evolving. But I know that living our purpose will result in us having a better and more fulfilling life, thus changing the world. You guys that know me and have followed me for a while know that I am a change agent. I believe in being the change you desire to see. I think we often think on such a large scale about change, and I just want us to begin to make it a little bit smaller to see how our small steps can impact the world. So that is who I am. I have 10 years of clinical experience in social work. I have worked with many populations of people, and I have just learned that I really, truly enjoy the one-on-one, person-to-person contact with people and speaking to people about who they are. So that's me. Enough about me. Let's get into this challenge. Let's get into you guys and what you have done. So how has this week been for you guys? I hope it's been enlightening and fulfilling. I hope you have learned some things about yourself. I hope some things came to the surface, some things you might want to change or do better or do differently. So the purpose of this webinar is to kind of break down each day, those 5 goals that we did each day. We're going to break down just a little bit more and dig a little bit deeper. So when you leave this webinar, I just want you to feel motivated. I want you to feel ready to go. Like, that is my goal, for you to feel ready to go. So day 1 of the webinar was setting realistic goals. And you guys learned about setting SMART goals. I love SMART goals, something I learned way back in my career doing social work and psychology. And I used to do them for my clients. And I remember first learning about SMART goals and being like, they don't work. It's just a goal. Like, why do you have to make all these steps? But then when you break it down and you see it and you actually put these tools to work, you will see them work in your life. So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So we had the example of the person who wanted to save money. And then we made it into a SMART goal with saying they wanted to save $5,000 in this amount of time, etc. So the goal came from just being a general surface goal to having some roots. You want your goal to have roots because that is how you get it accomplished. So a tip for that goal, and you will see this. So actually the acronym SMART, you will see it a few different ways. The way we did it this week is my favorite way, but a lot of people will replace relevant for realistic. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit. So relevant meaning it needs to be relevant to your life. I'm not going to make a goal that is about basketball. I don't care about basketball. Versus someone else might care about basketball, so they want their goal to be about basketball, or a summer camp teaching basketball, or watching basketball. It needs to be relevant to you. But when we go to it being realistic, you need to have a goal that is realistic for you to achieve. Let's think about that. Your goal has to be realistic for you. So I often talk about how we get so stuck on what we see other people doing. In this world of social media, we see everything right in front of us that everyone else is doing. And we begin to think that because they did it, that goal is realistic for me as well. And it might be, but there's also a chance it might not be. So your goal needs to be realistic for you. And how do you make a realistic goal? You do that by knowing yourself. You have to know yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. So, for example, you're not going to say, my goal is to earn $10,000 by the end of 2018 when you have never worked to earn $1,000 in a 3-month time span. So yes, have faith. Yes, think and dream big, but be realistic. If you're doing the same thing that you've been doing and you have yet to earn $1,000 in 3 months, why are you going to say, I'm going to earn $10,000 in 3 months when nothing in your life has changed? What happens when we do that is we set ourselves up for failure. And then when we fail, we're now down on ourselves. We are upset. We're angry. We feel like, woe is me. I can't accomplish anything. And all those negative feelings soak in. They slow down your momentum. They pull you further away from actually achieving your goals. So be realistic with yourself. Know yourself when it comes to setting those realistic goals. Day 2, we talked about getting an accountability partner. My tip for day 2 is to actually do the assignment. Yes, you. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. Because I know 95% of us did not do this goal. I know it. I know it for a fact. 95% of you did not find an accountability partner because of fear. When you talk about obtaining an accountability partner, I even said someone you can trust, someone you can be vulnerable with. A lot of us are afraid to be vulnerable with someone about our goals. Our goals are like our baby. They're special to us. We don't want anyone to take them. We don't want anyone to laugh at them and think they're unrealistic. So it's hard to find an accountability partner. So therefore, I know many of us did not do it. I am challenging you to find an accountability partner. We've seen the statistics. You are more likely to complete your goal, 65 to 95% more likely to complete a goal when you have someone coming alongside you. So find that accountability partner. So when we were talking about it, I said someone you can trust. I said be very careful with friends and family, and also someone that you can take constructive criticism from. And I understand that with me saying that, that's the reason many of us did not find a partner, because you're like, well, I don't trust anyone outside of my friends and family. And how do I find someone that meets that criteria? So what I'm saying is just be specific and be careful. I'm not saying no friends and no family. I'm saying be particular about which friends and family. So, for example, if you and your brother have a head-butting relationship, your brother should not be your accountability partner, because as soon as he says, hey, you didn't meet that goal, you're going to have an attitude. Why are you coming to me, asking me about my goals? You're going to immediately put a guard up, get angry, and not want to hear from him. But if you and your sister, for whatever reason, have a great relationship, you've been able to hear from her before, she's okay to be your accountability partner, because you know that you can receive from her, and that may change. Seasons in life change. There may come a time when your brother can be your accountability partner. But that's all I meant. Just be careful. When I said your mother might not be the one, a lot of our mothers are so biased. They think we can lasso the moon in the sky and pull it down. If we tell them we're going to do that, they're like, sure, you can do it tomorrow. So your mom might not be the person. You want someone that is not going to just say, you can do everything. You're just great. You're amazing. You want someone that's going to be real and keep it real with you. They're going to encourage you and motivate you, but also be realistic with you. So find your accountability partner. Find your accountability partner. Day 3, we spoke about creating a deadline calendar. Deadlines are so essential in our goal setting because it gives you something to look forward to. You know what you have to work on and what you have to finish it by. And I really want us to go back. So some of us are entrepreneurs and some of us work for someone else. Some of us do both. But think about a time when I remember at my last job as a social worker, I would stay an extra hour or 5. I would not take bathroom or lunch breaks because I had a deadline. I would not chat with my friends on my phone because I had a deadline. I would not do the things that I would normally do because I had a deadline. My vacation was coming up. I had my quarterly review coming up. The big boss was coming in. There's something motivating you because there's a deadline there. That's what's going to happen with your personal goals. Why would you treat your company or your boss's goals better than you treat your own personal goals? I am challenging you for your personal goals. Create a deadline and give yourself something to work for. Tip on that. Don't set your deadline too short. When you set a short deadline, it causes stress and anxiety and you begin to feel overwhelmed. So give yourself a good amount of time to complete the goal, depending on the size of the goal. So write this down. There's something called the Parkinson's Law. And pretty much the Parkinson's Law, you can actually look it up, which is why I want you to write it down. The Parkinson's Law pretty much is saying that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. What that means is if I am allotted 3 hours, or if I allot myself 3 hours to complete an assignment, it's going to take 3 hours to complete the assignment. If I allot myself 10 hours, it's going to take 10 hours. So the work expands itself to fit the amount of time that you have allotted to get it done. So why is that important? Why is the Parkinson's Law important? Because you don't want to write in your calendar a goal and put 10 months to complete this goal if you know you can do it in 6 months. Because what's going to happen is you are going to waste your time. You're going to create things in your head with the assignment, etc. And next thing you know, it's going to be 9.5, 10 months, and you're just going to be finishing the goal. A goal that you truly could have completed in 6 months. So don't set a short goal, but also do not give yourself too much time. Personally, I'm going to tell you a story about me. Because I struggle with procrastination, I have my entire life. I have a very vivid memory from 3rd grade of completing an assignment the morning of. And because my mother was a teacher, I would get to school early. I went to the school she taught at. So I would get to school early every day. And I remember being in the classroom, probably coloring an assignment in 3rd grade or, doing something that morning. And I'm sure I had a week or a month to complete it. So I've always struggled with procrastination. So now in my adult life, I write goals and I give myself too much time because there's a fear there. The fear is you procrastinate. So do yourself a favor and give yourself 3 months. As I'm writing it, I know for a fact I can do it in a month. But just to give myself some cushion, I give myself 3 months. What ends up happening is I have wasted 2 months where I could have been proactive in doing something else. So be very careful when you are setting these deadlines. And of course, set the deadlines and show them to your accountability partner so they can help you meet those deadlines. Day 4 was the day that we actually did the work. So how many of you guys did the work on day 4? Like how many actually did it? We have to get in habits. We have to begin to form new habits. Our current habits include coming home from a hard day's work, sitting on the couch, watching TV, scrolling through social media, even while we're driving or at the gym, because that's just a thing we do. These thumbs have minds of their own now. Most of us know that Apple recently came out with a feature where they are monitoring, or they give you the opportunity to monitor your time on certain apps. Because they want you to see, they want to help you understand how many hours you're actually spending on those apps. So Apple is letting us know these things have become a distraction. That's all they are, guys, is a distraction. And we are allowing our chemical imbalances in our brain to overtake our lives. So put your phone down, turn your TV off. If you have a significant other, let them know, hey, babe, I'm not available for the next 90 minutes. If you have a child, get them what they need, take care of them, and then have your spouse or their older sibling or your babysitter or whoever care for them in that 90 minutes. Or, Do whatever you have to do to get your time allotted to work on your goal. Also, try to start doing this 2 to 3 times a week. So what's going to happen? I guarantee you what's going to happen. The first day, if you haven't already done it, and if you already did it, you probably felt this. The first day that you allot yourself 90 minutes to work on that goal, and you really do it, you're going to start. You are going to get a rush of adrenaline like you have never felt before. You're going to be researching and typing and writing and creating, and before you know it, an hour and a half is going to be gone. And then you are going to feel so proud of yourself. You're going to just wonder, where did I get that push from? Because our goals are something that we want to do to better ourselves, when we actually work on them, there is a momentum that comes. There's a feeling of joy that comes on us when we actually work on them. So get your 90 minutes, try to do it 2 to 3 days a week, and try to do it the same days per week. Why am I saying that? It's very important because the way we work as human beings, we do things and we're habit forming creatures. We do things in rotation. You need your brain needs to understand every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is what I do from 4 to 5:30. You get your body in the habit, because as quick as you got that adrenaline and that motivation and that stamina during that 90 minutes, as great as you felt, as soon as you're finished, you watch about one show, Tuesday morning comes, you're like, spend 90 minutes doing what? Everything has gone. Everything you had just felt, it's like a high from a drug. Everything you just felt is now gone, and you're going to procrastinate even more on your goals. But here comes Wednesday. I know I'm going to do it again. So if you set those days, you can procrastinate all you want to during the other days, but you're training yourself to know, but on this day, I'm actually going to work on those goals. I hope this is making sense. We'll talk about contacting me later for questions, etc. And I'm so sorry this webinar cannot be live. So actually, let me talk about accountability really quick, and then we'll talk about the declaration and be done. Why is accountability important? Accountability. So when I first released this challenge, like the day I was releasing it or the day before, I started a new part-time job. And because of that job, I knew I was not going to be able to do the live webinar. And I had already put it out there that I was doing a webinar, not on the challenge, but to accountability partners. So I'm like, oh my goodness, what can I do? Easily, I could have said, forget the whole challenge. I can't do the webinar, so forget it. Or I could have said, just do the challenge and don't do the webinar. But because I know that my expertise is when I'm talking to people, I knew I had to do the webinar. So then I said, okay, it's going to have to be a recorded webinar, because you still want to give the people the motivation and the jewels, but it's going to have to be recorded. So then, because of the new part-time job, a second thing happened. My schedule went haywire, completely haywire. So what happened? I had no time to do the webinar. So I said to myself, I'm just not going to do it. Now, you guys have done the whole webinar. I said, you guys have done the whole challenge. I said, look out for the webinar. But I was like, I'm just not going to do it. Just not going to do it. I don't have time. I can't fit it in. I can't get it done. I'm stressed out. Forget it. Accountability. I was accountable to you all. So because of that, I created time in my schedule. I pulled time from the sky, and I made time to get this webinar done. That is the benefit. That is the importance of accountability. Holding myself accountable to you guys meant, no, I can't just not do the webinar. I said to them I would. So that's a part of your accountability, putting yourself out there. All right. So last thing, writing your personal declaration. This is simple. Writing your personal declaration is like writing a mantra, writing a declaration, writing a decree over yourself. You are writing something that you want to speak out loud over yourself every single day. I am a firm believer, witness, and testament that there is power in your words. There is power in your words. There is power in your words. The more you speak it out loud and yourself hears it, the more pumped up you're going to get these things fulfilled. The more we have enough negativity coming at us every single day. Why not just try it? Why not try to put something positive out there to combat everything negative that is coming against us? When you put your words out there, you are shifting the atmosphere. When you put your words out there, you are shifting the way your brain thinks and the way you think about yourself. You are putting it out there. You are seeing what it is that you want. So your declaration should include your goals, but it should also include some of your life plan, or, what you want to look like physically. Like what does looking like physically help do for your insides? What do you want to see for yourself? Whatever it is, guys, declare it over yourself daily. And the reason I want you to do it daily is because of everything I just said. But also, the more you do it, you're going to memorize it. And then when you memorize it, you're going to say it with a lot more passion. So instead of reading, I am great. I can conquer everything that I want to conquer. I will have my dreams come true. Now you're saying, I am great. I can conquer everything I want to conquer. All of my dreams will come true. You're saying that thing with some power behind it. And just like that, I got chills just from doing this little bit of an example. You want to say that thing with so much power that every negative force around you begins to tremble, shake, and flee out of your life. So write that declaration, put it on your wall, put it on your mirror, put it somewhere. What I do is I type mine out because my handwriting is not great. Type mine out, I print them, and I tape them to my wall. And I taped it, like this is my door, I taped it on the column right beside my door so that as I'm going out of my room each day, I would see it and I would declare it and I would speak it over myself. And then, of course, as you evolve, the declaration should evolve. So take that one down, create a new one. But I am challenging you to write the declaration. And lastly, I'm challenging you guys to do all of these steps. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So if you signed up for this challenge for social media fun, just to say you did it, you signed up for the wrong reason. I hope you signed up to actually gain some knowledge and some tools and to get your life to look different. That is my desire for you, that you will follow these steps, finish your 2018 as the best year of your life, because that will give you stamina to start 2019. I don't know about you guys, but I am tired of seeing things be the same in my personal life, in my business life, in the world, in America. I'm tired of it. And unfortunately, they're going to stay the same as long as we stay the same. So if you are tired of things looking the same in your life, my challenge is to do something different. If you haven't done day 1 through 5, it's fine. You have the information. You can do it. You can start next Monday. You can start today. You can start whenever you want. Just do it. Finally, I am offering for you guys only, for the people that have completed this 5-day final quarter push challenge, I'm offering you guys 19% off of all of my services. So if you want one-on-one assistance, I have packages that range from 1 time to a month to 6 months. If you need one-on-one assistance, getting your goals fulfilled, identifying, living, and prioritizing your purpose, healing from your past, if you need that, you guys can get 19% off of my services. So if you're interested, email me at contact@brandySturpin.com. In addition to that, and I actually said you guys only, I didn't mean that. In addition to that, one person of your choice can also get 19% off of my services. So if you have someone in your life and you know they need help, they need assistance in coaching, they can also get in on this deal. Even though they did not complete the challenge, I've worked with many of you personally. If you know that Coach B has helped me, and I believe Coach B can help my friend, my family member, my coworker, then send them my way. They have to let me know that they were sent by you. One person or yourself, you get 19% off. And finally, you guys also Accountability. You guys also will be getting 19% off of my newest service that I will be releasing. Should I give you guys a date so you guys can hold me accountable? I need to pray about it, but it will be soon or January 2019. A new service. I'm really excited about it. If you guys are interested in that, I know you don't know what it is yet, but just remember, when I release it, you guys will get notification about it. So you can also get 19% off of that. So you get 19% off of my coaching services if you need help for this final quarter push. If you need even more motivation, if you need me to crack the whip, I'm there. One person of your choice that you just know can benefit from my services, they can also get 19% off. And finally, my service that I'm going to be releasing soon, let's say within the next 4 months, because that'll be January, you guys can get 19% off of that as well. With that being said, I am beyond grateful for you guys, the people that signed up, the amount of people. I was extremely humbled. I am so excited about you guys completing your goals. Thank you to everyone that did the hashtag and posted your updates and emailed me your updates. I was so excited because I truly want you to be better. I truly want you to meet those goals and get it done. So, final quarter push, guys. Let's go. If you have to watch this video over and over and over, listen to it while you're driving, while you're cleaning, whatever you have to do, get motivated. Let's go. 2019 will not be what 2018 was and what 2017 was and what 2000 was. We are new people. We are going into this year stronger. I love you guys so much. Peace and blessings, Coach B.